My new chick's up at Madonna. They ain't let you in the club. Just shut the club down, so fuck 'em. So, here we are, live from the historic Bay Area iconic location of Smop House. I'm here with my big brother, Kool for a very special edition of Tapped In with IAMSU. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up with it, buddy? How you doing?
Let's first start off, like, what's new with Kool? What's going on in the Smop Life world? Like, what you working on?
All right. What's new with Kool, man? I'm working on a new project called Up All Night.
Okay.
You know, featuring my friends. Okay. I'm having my friends produce it. My friends featured on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, so out of the features and, like, the producers and stuff, like, what are you most excited about the people hearing?
I'm just excited about people hearing new music from me. I think the people are ready for new music from me. Mm-hmm. I think it's about that time. It's been like a year since I put out a project. Mm-hmm. I've dropped a couple like singles, but I think my fans and people are ready for just some new music. And it's about time I just dropped some sauce for
definitely
for the fans. It's long overdue, and this is the last time it's gonna go this long.
Yeah, it's been a drought, like you said, a year, especially in today's music game. That's a very long time.
I'm dropping a project like that's that's bad. That's like R&B shit. Like, I need to start recording like an R&B singer. I've been working on the clothing too. We have new clothing dropping. Always having new dropping there.
And where can they find the clothes?
They can find the clothing at shmoplife.com. SHMOPLIFE.com. It used to be the big cartel, but now we just, we bossed up. It just got shmoplife.com.
So, what first got you into music? What made you decide that you wanted to be a rapper and an artist?
All right, my first history, it's 2 times where I wanted to be a rapper and stuff like that. I was in the 7th grade, and I was going to some like type of Muslim school and stuff like that. I had a friend named Pierre.
What was the name of the school?
It was called Malcolm X Academy.
Okay.
I used to go to Adams. It was a school in Richmond. I got kicked out, and I had to go to this little Muslim school where we were just probably like 30 kids at the school. It was like some type of charter school or whatever, all boys charter school. And I always liked rap and I always knew about rap, but then I had a friend I met in there, his name was Pierre, and he basically was telling me how to write a rap and stuff like that. All I knew about was like, I love music, and he was like, man, that was the first person I knew who rap, like besides other rappers, like, famous rappers.
The first, like, tangible rapper.
Yeah, that first, rapper, like, when I was in 7th grade, he was like, yeah, I rap. I'm like, you rap? Yeah. Like, you ain't famous, nigga. Like, what the fuck you mean you rap, nigga? Yeah. And then he like, y'all rap. And I'm like, oh, for real? Then he was like, yeah. And then this nigga showed me, like, his notebook he wrote in or something like that. Nigga was cussing like a motherfucker, so at that time, and he was putting on, like, and then that's when he put me on Barry music, like, he put me on, like, Yuck Mouth, and he was telling me about Mac Dre, all that, like, local music, Keep the Sneak, and all that shit like that. And I was always listening to like Master P and like the Hot Boys and Juvenile and shit like that, and I was just learning about music like that. And he was just like, okay, this how you do it. And I wrote in he gave me a notebook, and I seen him write, and I was like, okay, this is how you supposed to rap. So I was putting like, fuck a nigga, I rob you, shoot a nigga in the face. And I had a violent ass first raps, because I thought that's how you rap. Like I thought that's what was rapping, like cussing and shit and being violent, because that's all the type of music I heard. So I thought in order to be a rapper, you had to be some type of violent or have some type of criminal activity.
Right, definitely me too, honestly.
And then my mama saw my notebook and she, like, I wrote things, I would just write raps in it, and she was like, what the fuck? And I mean, she grabbed it like, what are you saying? Like, she just panicked, like, what are you writing about? Do you really do this? And I'm like, nah, I thought that's just how you rap. She's like, nah, you gotta just rap about your life, rap about true things that you do day to day. So then at that point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just rap about stuff I do. So then I was rapping, but then I was like, man, I did that, and then I just, to like 7th or 8th grade, and then I just stopped. And I just got more, I was hella into sports too, so I just said,
what sports did you play?
I just lost my love for it, like when I left the school, because I only did it because my friends was into rapping and they was writing, and he was just like basically like coaching me, like whatever. And then once I stopped going to that school, I just got out of it, and I just listened to music. I always read music, always bought. We went to the grocery store. I always bought a magazine, like an XXL magazine, a Source magazine. All of them, read them front to back and stuff like that. Had all the little pictures on my wall, all the covers and shit. And shit, I just love music then. And then I got back into music when I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this my job, and this is something that I think might, this is something that could change my life for the better. You know what I mean? How I was doing, 'cause I was doing bad, and then that time when I felt like I was gonna be a rapper and I was gonna step up to the plate and be a boss and take it to my own hands is when I saw y'all niggas moving. You feel me?
Right on.
You know what I mean? I seen y'all niggas. I was like, wow, like. You feel me? Because I was just like, when I was doing, I was just like pushing your CDs. How you think you be like, like, man, like it sound good to be a good ass rapper and shit like that. But sometimes you don't think it could be possible. Like,
exactly.
I thought it could be possible. I knew like if a lot of people hear it go. But once I seen y'all moving like radio, nigga, like MTV and BET, I'm like, damn, like this really is possible. Like. You really can do this shit, like, you feel me? So y'all inspired me to really just take it serious, like, cause I was fucking around, like, I did like little songs and rants and shit like that, but it was like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't taking it serious, like, I was like, whatever. But then when I seen like how y'all was moving and then like how the music started taking off and like being on the radio, I was like, okay, I can make this my job. This is a real thing. Like, if I really work hard at this, I really apply myself, I can continue to do this, and then. I can get money from this and shows. I'm getting paid for shows. I can make this my job because I ain't making shit at 50 Drip. You know what I'm saying? I'm Smart Life doing Kool. I mean, it's starting off. It's kicking off. It's just start. It's just a start. So it's really no money coming in.
Yeah.
And then I figured like shit. If y'all could do it, then I could do it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I was like, so shit, I'm gonna try it. You feel me? Then shit, when I started making music with y'all, then it just turned. It just did a full 360. So I was like, nigga, I gotta fucking, cuss.
Go ahead, bro. It's uncensored. You feel me?
I said I gotta fucking take this serious. You feel me? We got on the radio. Then I put out the Project Snack, and then it just like. Songs start getting popular, then more songs start hitting on the radio. I was just like, you know what, like, we got something here. Like, I can, it's possible. I can probably take this to the next level. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. Yeah. And I just jumped in the rap game.
Feet first. But what's crazy, it's funny you said that you didn't think it could be possible, but you were that person in my life that believed in me when I didn't think it was possible. You feel me? So to come back around for you to say that seeing us did that is really cool, because like for everybody that don't know, like John would go around and literally campaign for me. Like when nobody thought I could do this shit, like he literally campaigned for me and believed in me. Like, and I owe you for that, like forever. You know what I'm saying?
So, bro, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like nigga, like. I ain't gonna lie, like, remember when we was talking, I first heard you rap, I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, hold on. Because I really listen to rap. Like, I feel like I'm a real music connoisseur. Like, I listen to everything. You feel me? I get everything a chance. Like, I listen to whatever. Like, you feel me? So I'm like, I'm listening, you listen to music. I'm like, hold on, this going. Like, wait, hold on, this ain't just normal. Like, nigga, like, somebody can hear this. Like, I got a good ear for music. I can hear it. I know it's something wrong. Definitely. You feel me? I'm like, somebody can hear this shit. I'm like, somebody hear this shit, they gonna like this shit. And a lot of people hear this shit, a lot of people gonna like this shit. So you gotta just get it to as many people as possible. Yeah. You have them hear it as possible. Yeah. And then that's when I seen y'all, cause I'm like, bro, you really, like I was like, bro, like you got what it takes. Like I was believed in you, I believed in you too. I'm like, bro, Susie got it, bro. Susie gonna make it, right? He gonna crack them doors open. Like I know it was gonna be you. I was like, I knew you was gonna crack them doors open. But then I was like, I seen like really make real moves with it, and I'm like. I was just peeping game. Like I was just sitting and watching just how he was moving and shit. And I'm like, you feel me? How he doing? How he putting it together? And I just picked up little pieces of that. How to move and shit. I'm like, okay, if I apply that, what he doing, the same thing to what I'm doing, I could possibly move. You feel me? Yeah. So y'all made. So what you seeing you move, seeing others move, like saying, seeing like y'all move, like and like seeing we getting real success. You feel me? Like and then Rand, see me with Rand. So like. I seen his growth because I done seen where he came from. You feel me? Like, right. For being with him, and then seeing like this nigga used to be like recording all the stuff. It's like you know what I mean, all the shit to get to on the point to the radio to get a smash hit. Like
that moment was crazy. Like let's talk about that moment for a second. Like I had another question, but I definitely want to hear what was your take on that period of time. Like let's talk about from when the Up video with 50 Cent first came out to Summer Jam. You know what I mean? Like in that period of time, right then.
Bro, like that shit it was just full 360. Like it was like niggas up in chief room chilling. You know what I'm saying? Recording. And to now niggas up summer jam like in a year. Like you know what I'm saying? And, I mean niggas been working, but from when that song was put out to then you know shows getting bigger and performing at different places, then performing at summer jam, and then 50 Cent jumping on it and shit like that. It was just like this shit is fucking possible. Like, cause like how I looked at music from I looked at it from a large scale. Like, nigga, if you wasn't signed to a major label, you wasn't shit. Like I didn't know really about the independent ground. You know what I'm saying? Independent and all that shit. I'm like, man, if you ain't signed to a big label, then you might as well not even be a rapper. You feel me? So I always looked at E40 and Too Short like the biggest. You know what I'm saying? Them the only two niggas I feel like really made it out the Bay. I feel like it ain't no making it. You feel me? Like, and I always seen like the rappers that came, but I never feel like okay, they local rappers, but they not signed to a major label, so they. You know, they must not, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, they must, you know, they must have made it. But until I got in the rap game and started noticing and researching, like, it's really, you really can be successful independent. Like, it's a lot of, I was started doing my research and looking at rappers, a lot of independent rappers getting really good money and making real good money off that stuff. So I'm like,
yeah, definitely.
This is possible. And then seeing you and seeing that song get it, and then y'all getting a plaque from that shit, like, nigga, you niggas don't do that shit out the Bay. You feel me?
Right, definitely.
Like, I think was y'all the first one to get a plaque? Was y'all the first one to get a plaque besides E40 and Too Short? Like when the era, I can't remember.
I want to say Yuck Mouth went platinum.
I mean before the break, like before when we hit the scene, because it was quiet for a minute, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was
for the Bay, and then
definitely.
nigga I feel like Up just brought it back, and then a bunch of new. It was always like Bay artists coming out, but I feel like a wave of artists. Now it's like always somebody coming out. I feel like it brought back a scene to the Bay Area. It brought back a pool to where music could get around, and like, you know what I'm saying? You can hear all these things, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just...
Yeah, we kicked off an energy, and I think you played a big part of that is like the streets aspect, and especially for Richmond and everybody in the surrounding cities of Richmond, like it was like an epicenter of like music and culture.
Right.
But like to circle back to that time, like before like Filthy Drip and all of that, like what was some early jobs you had while you were still like dream chasing? Like,
man, shit, I worked at an after school program at Washington Elementary School.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to my nigga. He had to give me a couple rides out there. The car break down.
You already know.
But I worked at an after school program at Washington Elementary School, and I worked at an after school program Coronado and stuff like that. And then I had little miscellaneous jobs. I got to do construction for my stepdad to keep some little money in my pocket, or you know, I flip a couple packs, you feel me, and shit like that for some extra money and stuff like that. But I was in school at San Francisco State, you feel me? Trying to juggle my job, and I was throwing parties too. I was throwing little smart parties, getting money from that too, you know what I'm saying? And just putting it all back into, you know, making it bigger, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I worked at Filthy Drip. Like, I worked at the mall. Like, the mall was like a disgrace. Like, people would be like, the mall? Like, for real, you work at the mall? Like, niggas was really looking at me like, you work at the mall? Like, the mall. Like, bro, I had to, like, swallow my pride, bro, and get a job. Because, you know what I'm saying?
I respect it, though.
Like, you feel me? Commission, though, bro. Like, I couldn't even, because I'm like, bro, I can't
It wasn't even no... like salary
or nothing. It's whatever I sold, bro. It's what I made.
I didn't know that part.
Money off of, bro. So that's why I was in there. I was like, bro, if I can make this my little, you know what I'm saying, my headquarters, you feel me? If I work here, you know, people gonna buy clothes and shit like that, I'm gonna just push the CDs through here to new customers and tell people it's closed here. And I just bring them here and bring them CDs, and they shop. Everybody got a CD. You know what I'm saying? I also interned for Thizzler. You feel me? I was interning for Camille and shit like that. You feel me? I was everywhere. I was trying to get in any type of way to get the music out there. I was trying to be in that, be a part of that. If they was pumping up music, they was giving up music, or anything had to do with music, I was trying to be a part of that and put them onto the movement what we was involved in.
What do you feel like was the importance of that Filthy Drip story in the mall? to your career?
I think it was very important because I learned a lot of game from like the clothing because I do the brand Smart Life, which is parties, clothing, and gear. So we throw parties, we make gear, and we make music.
Yeah.
So and that was like the central headquarters right there. That's where I start off. I learned the game of streetwear. You feel me? Filthy J was a big part of my career, kicking off my career. That was a place where I'm a lot of their fans and stuff like that. A lot of their customers. I gained a lot of that from them, and I promoted a lot of my music to their customers because they had a lot of customers at that time. They taught me how to like ship. You feel me? How to start my own clothing brand, how to online, how to get started, just basically how to kickstart a company. You know what I'm saying? From the ground up, you know? Because they did it, they started. They was like the first like little boutique, like street designer like from here and made their own like brand, you know? And a lot of brands like Pink Dolphin came up out of there, like me, a lot of I think Breezy.
There's a lot of brands.
First brands that put their clothes up in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gave a lot of clothing brands a start, and there was a lot of places we could put our brands in for customers that coming in who want to support Bay Area clothing, you know what I mean? From the Bay. And a lot of shit then blew up, you know, out here. So and also it was a lot of places where we put our studio in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of, you know what I mean?
Music videos were shot
Music
there.
videos. I got to sell my songs was made, music videos. We took over the whole mall, you feel me? We were smoking in there, riding scooters through that motherfucker. Crazy. It was like the best place. It was a neutral zone too, you feel me? Right. So it's like anybody can come there and, you know, feel safe and we don't feel like kind of threatened, you know, because at the mall, you know, we were still in Richmond, but we was at a neutral place, in a place that was familiar with people. So it was comfortable for people to slide through. A lot of people sliding through, coming through to have a good time. And it was perfect what I needed at that time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shouts out to that mall, man. There's a lot of memories in that great mall.
Shout out to Filthy Drip too, man.